All right, everyone. So while he was talking to Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton talked about two things. He talked about who he would want to induct him into the Hall of Fame and retirement. So we're going to go by each different thing. So this is what he said on who he would like to induct him into the Hall of Fame. He said, "Gosh, I almost don't even know what to say because I feel like he'd hear this and then feel obligated, but maybe John." And he's talking about John Cena. There's a few reasons. Selfishly, because I know that he would knock it out of the fucking park. I have a tendency to sell myself short, and I feel like maybe he would love to do it, but I don't know that I could ask him. You know what I'm saying? I almost don't even want to think about it until that time comes, if it comes. So then he talked about retirement, and this is what he had to say. To answer your question, honestly, I think do this for as long as I can make it and make sure. We brought up my wife Kim on a couple of occasions. She told me when it's time to hang them up, I'll let you know. If this is when I need to hang them up, I don't want to go here. I don't want to retire and have a last match and then leave the company and have another last match and another one and another one. Like John Cena when he says, "This is my last Royal Rumble, this is my last Elimination Chamber, this is my last WrestleMania," he means it. If anyone has ever meant that, it's him. I want to follow suit. I want, when it's all said and done and it's over, I want it to be over. I want to take it to that point and then tear it down and ride off into the sunset. So he's kind of hinting that when he does it, he'd like to kind of have a retirement tour in a way. Now, he's not saying he wants that or hinting that it's going to happen, but he would like to have something like that. And the reason I wanted to do this video, it's not just to tell everybody about what Randy Orton said. We would love to show the clips, but the problem is that Randy Orton, gave this interview to Cody Rhodes on WWE's YouTube, and WWE's YouTube hits a lot of stuff with copyright, so we're not going to be putting that in here. But with that being said, why we wanted to do this video is because I feel like this era of wrestling, right? So the John, like right after the Attitude Era, when you see Cena, you see Orton. I feel like sometimes it gets a bad rap just because everybody loves the Attitude Era so much. But really, there are some fantastic wrestlers that came out of even that post Attitude Era time. The ruthless aggression era, as they called it. And Randy's one of those. I always find it interesting because when you watch WWE TV, Randy Orton currently his place in WWE, it's not like he's being pushed all the way and he's like the top guy. He's not at this point. But yet when he comes out, he still gets one of the biggest pops out of anyone, right? You can hear people singing along with the song, and people love Randy. And I think that is truly the test of how big of a star, some of these guys are. Is, even when WWE doesn't have the entire machine behind you, right? Even when WWE isn't pushing you to the limit, even when you're not winning championship after championship in the moment, if you're still a huge star, if you're still someone that gets the fans hyped, that tells you everything you need to know. We talked about like at WrestleMania when Undertaker returns, right? And when he's about to choke slam, he's about to choke slam Roman Reigns, the Rock, I should say. That pop in there, it was unbelievable. It's just crazy how those Attitude Era stars, and Undertaker obviously was even past the Attitude Era, but those stars, they still are massive draws even to this day. And Randy Orton and John Cena and guys like that are, they're among that group. And so I just thought this video was important to do because I think these guys deserve credit. I mean, even during the low points of WWE that people talk about, the guys at the top, the Cenas of the world, the Ortons of the world, when they were around, they were helping, weather even those storms. And they did bring it to peaks that were on par with the Attitude Era, and they continue to do it. So I just think they deserve a ton of credit. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you next.